What's up, everybody? Greg Ehrenberg here from Odd Shopper. It is Wednesday, and I'm about to break down all of the best bets for the day. We've got another massive baseball slate with 13 games tonight and then 2 games that are taking place in the middle of the day and lots of top bets that are standing out. So if you guys could do me a favor, like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you are interested in signing up for Odd Shopper, we have a link below that is going to get you 70% off on your first month. So that's going to come out to about $1 a day. So go check that out. 70% off your first month that you can get by using that link below. But now I've got the top baseball bets of the day pulled up. Let's dig into some of them. And we just had a big update to Odd Shopper that went out last night as well. So you're going to be seeing some new markets mixed in here for baseball, as well as just, different stuff showing up than other prop bets that we've seen as of late. So stuff like to record a run prop. You'll see that right towards the top here. Ha-Sung Kim plus 135 to record a run. So some other markets that are added in here that are going to be mixed in with our top bets. But let's see what's standing out today, starting with Mitch Keller for under 5.5 strikeouts. Keller's had a really, really strong season for the Pittsburgh Pirates. And not all that long ago, he was actually in the Cy Young mix. And I guess not that he's entirely far out of it, but there are other players that have taken bigger strides ahead of him, most notably Clayton Kershaw last night, Zach Allen, Spencer Strider, those kind of guys. But still, Mitch Keller's had a solid season, but this is a tough matchup. He's going up against the San Diego Padres. Their offense has been considerably better over the last month than they were the first month of the year. And I do worry a little bit about how sustainable is what we've seen out of Mitch Keller so far this year, because we have no sample size of him being this level of pitcher in the past. And some of his recent starts have been not quite as good as the ones at the beginning of the year. For example, we had the start against the Brewers. He pitched 5 innings, he gave up 4 runs. He had a start against the Oakland A's, which should have been a really easy matchup on paper. He pitched 5 1/3 innings. He only had 1 strikeout, gave up 5 runs in that start. So there have been some signs of Mitch Keller dropping off as of late. In his last 4 starts, he's given up, 11 runs in right around 20 innings, and his strikeout rate is down in those starts as well. So the big thing here is under 5.5 strikeouts is plus 127. We have the fair odds at plus 113. So under 5.5 strikeouts for Mitch Keller does make some sense from that standpoint. And then also, related, we like the over in this game, as well as Ha-Sung Kim plus 135 to score a run. And this is going to correlate some with Mitch Keller potentially dropping off. And then also Blake Snell on the road for the Padres. He's having a great year, but he historically has had always pretty significant home road splits. A much better pitcher at home than he has been on the road over the course of his career. And then something else to note as well, these teams exhausted their bullpens yesterday. We saw for the Padres yesterday, Yu Darvish was scratched in the middle of the day, which meant they kind of had to go to a bullpen-heavy game. That could be an issue for them if Blake Snell doesn't give them a deep start. And then same also, if Mitch Keller isn't going to go super deep into the game, that could be a problem as well, because the Pirates had to exhaust some of their best bullpen arms in yesterday's game. So I don't mind the over 8 runs. Minus 105 at Caesars is the best available line, and we have the fair odds at minus 114. As far as home runs go, we do have the number 1 home run bet of the day is Lars Nootbaar plus 630 to homer. We have the fair odds at plus 556. Pulling up the numbers for Lars Nootbaar for the season. And Nootbaar this year is having a pretty solid season overall, 111 WRC plus, so pretty well above average. Not the most power in the world, but he is somebody who projects to be right around a 20 homer per year type hitter. And also we do have Houston, favorable home run to right and left field there. So it is a park where home runs are available. So Lars Nootbaar, mostly just due to him being plus 630 to homer. We have the fair odds at plus 556. And let's see if there's any other strikeout props here towards the top. Nothing else really standing out too much. We do also have a bunch of alt lines that you guys will see in here from time to time. That's something that's been added as of late. So this one's really heavily juiced, under 13.5 runs in the Rays Diamondbacks game, but we do have a little bit of value on it. So these make for good parlay pieces. But there's also going to be times where there's going to be alternate overs that look good, maybe like a plus 300 bet on like an over 12.5 when the actual line is 9.5 in a game, stuff along those lines. So that's another addition we made to Odd Shopper recently. Let's go and check out the Prize Picks Builder and see what kind of a card we can make for Prize Picks purposes. This is a 6-leg flex parlay that we have 13% expected EV over at Prize Picks. And if you guys like any of the props that are over here or dislike any of the ones in here, you could remove one and swap in another one. So here just moved in Corbin Carroll in place of Vlad. They project about the same, but just wanted to show some of the utility there. But anyway, this one, Corbin Carroll over under 1.5 total bases. Austin Hayes under 1.5 total bases. Jose Ramirez under 0.5 RBIs. Luis Garcia under 1.5 total bases. All unders here. Wade Miley under 3.5 strikeouts. Kodai Senga under 6.5 strikeouts. Our two top projected plays for Prize Picks are under 6.5 strikeouts for Kodai Senga and under 3.5 for Wade Miley. This is good for a 13% expected EV overall. Now let's go check out the FanDuel parlay builder and see what kind of a FanDuel parlay we can make. Not a lot standing out plus EV over on FanDuel. So the answer is nothing. How about DraftKings? All right, so here is a plus EV parlay for DraftKings. I'll take some of these out. Let's see. What if we take this out as well? All right, so just a 2-leg parlay. Hamilton under 0.5 total bases for the Boston Red Sox, and then Guardians Royals over 9.5 total runs. This is a plus 280 parlay, good for a 9% expected EV, 28% expected win rate. And then also you could add in some other stuff. If you prefer other props, dislike certain props, you could always interchange some of those. And one thing I like to do is kind of play and see how it changes sometimes the expected win rates or the expected EV. So if you see like adding the Zach Eflin prop in here, just because it's a neutral bet, 0% expected EV, so not good or bad, it is going to not change our expected EV on the parlay. It lowers the expected win rate. It boosts the parlay odds. So just kind of depends how risk adverse you want to be. You could add the Zach Eflin under 4.5 total strikeouts and boost your expected win, boost your parlay odds to plus 613. Your win rate goes down a little bit. The EV stays the same. If you guys have any other questions, comments for myself, or want additional bets, go and check out Chalkboard. Totally free to download chat app. It's sports betting related. You can track your bets in there. I post some bets in there. Lofty posts bets. We sweat bets along with you guys. It's a good time, and it's totally free. There's a link for that below if you want more access to myself. Other than that, thank you guys very much for watching. If you haven't done it yet, like the video. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Good luck with all your bets today, and I'll see you back here tomorrow.